So come on now, let's get on. Let's get with it. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start on our back, okay? So we're gonna start on our back. So similar to like where we are in a shin, in that shin box position where my knees are in line with my hips and in line with my ankles, I'm gonna do that same position for my back. Hands are out to the side, I'm pushing my low back into the ground. And then from here, I'm gonna let my legs kind of keep in that same distance apart. We're gonna go side to side. So as I'm doing this, I'm trying to control it the whole time. I'm trying not to let gravity just take my knees and like let them flop to the ground. Controlling it, we're going side to side. Let's go one more. Good. Now from here, let's just bring our knees to our chest and kind of rock a little bit side to side. Rock them a little bit side to side. Alrighty, let's take our two heels, push them towards the ceiling, pulling my toes towards my shins. From here, I'm gonna do that single leg lowering. I'm gonna drop one at a time, nice and controlled, trying to see how long can I get that heel, how long can I get that away from my rear, and then bring it back up, and then repeat the other side. There we go, nice and controlled. Good. Reach, 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 reach. And simultaneously, as I'm reaching with that down heel, I'm pushing that top heel towards the ceiling. Last one. Good. Shake it out. Then from here, I want you to extend both legs in the ground. And then I'm just going to reach the opposite knee across just a little bit, just to get a little bit more of that backside tissue loosened up. Side. Oh. All right, last one. Beautiful. All right, then we're going to start transitioning up. We're going to get into a deep squat position. So I'm going to mess with my camera just a little bit. Okay, so we're going to get into our deep squat. So from here, so in the bottom of my squat position. So from here, I just want you to kind of come in and out. So when I'm doing this, I'm starting to feel kind of that tendon and stuff in the back of my ankles, like that Achilles tendon, starting to feel that. Move a little bit. Good, and then from here, what I want you to do is I want you to bring your chest to the floor, hips towards the ceiling. So come down and up. So do a few of these hamstring stretches. Awesome. Now from here, back to that deep squat. From this position to the bottom of my squat, even if you're not as low as I am, I want you to walk out, keeping that butt towards the ground. Now I'm in a push-up position. Walk on back. Now in my deep squat position. Let's go. A couple more times. Walk those hands out. Push up. Back. Deep squat. And then one more time out to that push-up position, out to that plank. Good, and then from here, let's bring our left foot up towards my left hand, somehow in this runner stretch position. And let's do a couple of rotations. So drop my elbow towards my instep, opening up. Elbow instep, opening up. One more time. Good, bring that leg back. We'll do the same thing, other side. So now my right elbow's in step. I'm gonna rotate. Right elbow in step. Rotate. So two more. Last one. Beautiful. All right, let's get up to standing. Whew. Feeling that in my hips. Feels good. All right. So from here, we're gonna do some of those prisoner squats, okay? So that means my hands are gonna be interlaced. over my head, but what I don't want to do is them to pull my neck forward. From this position, I'm trying to bring my elbows, bring them away from each other, okay? So I'm gonna feel that little bit of a pinch in between my shoulder blades, which is what I want. So kind of imagine there's a pencil stuck in between your shoulder blades. Don't let that pencil fall. Okay, so from here, we're gonna squat down, as low as you can, and then back up. Squat down. You'll probably be able to get less depth in this variation than if we're just doing a regular. That's fine. One more. Perfect. Good. Now from here, what I want to do is I want you to kind of step, squat, together. Step the other way, squat, together. So a little bit wider than we normally would. So I'm back and forth. Good. Now we're at another little bit variation. So now, because we're going to be doing those crossover step overs today. So what I want you to do is kind of do that movement, that crossover step over, and then catch it into a lunge. Crossover step over, catch it into a lunge. So it's kind of similar to the position that we find ourselves in those drop lunges. Crossover, boom. So now I still want my front knee facing you. One more. Good. All right, how are we feeling? All right, hopefully you feel pretty darn good. I had to turn my fan on. I thought I would be fine without the fan on, but I am already getting pretty hot. So I'm gonna kind of be ahead of the curve and just turn it on already. Okay, so we got next. So we do have some neural activation, but it's gonna be a bit different today. Okay, so I wanna throw a little bit more spice on it. What we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be starting in a plank position. So that will be that push-up position. I'll give you a couple goes. On my first go, what I want you to do from that plank position is to start doing mountain climbers. On the second go, what I want you to do is you're gonna hop up on your feet and get to 2-inch runs. Okay, so what this is gonna look like is, I'll tell you to get in the plank. I'll want you here, nice and long, head to heel, strong as steel. Then when I sit on my first go, I'll have you do mountain climbers. So bring that knee towards your chest. Then I'll give you another go. Once I go, once you come up, 2-inch runs. Okay, so it's gonna go by pretty quick. Be sure to listen to my commands, and then I'll tell you relax. And then we'll reset. We'll do this a few times. Cool? All right, everyone get into your plank position. Good. And go. Mountain climbers. Go. And relax. Good. Not too bad. Hopefully get along. Remember, first go, you're gonna start mountain climbers. Second go, we're up on our feet, doing 2-inch runs. Here we go. Back in. Back in our plank. Everyone in the plank. And go. Go. And relax. Fantastic. Let's do it one more time. Why not? Everyone on the ground in plank position. You're gonna make it quick. We're not gonna be in these positions very long. Go. Go. And time. Perfect. Hopefully feel good. Feel ready to go. So today's workout, we're gonna have 2 blocks. So very similar to what we can usually expect. But the timing and the exercise amount will change. They'll both be parallel. With that, they'll both have 4 exercises, and they'll both be 3 sets of 45 seconds on, 17 seconds rest. So a little bit more work time, but also a little bit more rest time as well. Okay. All right. So the first exercise we have up in our first block, I kind of alluded to it already. We're going to do those crossover step overs, okay? So this is the one. We're imagining there's that plane of glass. I'm taking my outside knee, I'm breaking it, and then I'm coming back, gathering myself, going back over, opposite leg, breaking it with my outside knee. So in a live motion, I'm gonna go boom, boom, back and forth, driving that knee through, okay? So you can always level it down a little bit, break, catch up, break, do a little bounce, back and forth, okay? It's 45 seconds long, so modify based on how you're doing. Second exercise, we'll be doing 5 prisoner squats into 10 mountain climbers. So a little combination here. So the prisoner squats, as we did in our warm-up, hands behind our heads, opening our elbows apart, going down, popping up, woo, give a bounce, down, popping up. Do that 5 times, imagine I do that 5 times, then I'm dropping the floor, hitting 10 mountain climbers, and then back up on my feet, okay? Third exercise is another combo. We'll be doing 5 jumping jacks into 5 A skips or A steps, depending on how, or just skip in place. Whatever makes the most sense to you, okay? So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm back into it, okay? So just go back and forth between those 2. Last but not least, we have a push-up jack. So what this will look like is I'll be doing a push-up on the ground, and then when I come back to that top position, when I get back to the top of that push-up in that plank position, I'm gonna jump my legs in, out, then back to that push-up position. So there's a couple of variations you can do with this. So as I described, it would be pull down, up, boom. Okay, what we can do, we can drop down to our knees, push up on my feet, plank. Knees, push up, my feet, plank, okay? So you can do any of those 2 or any modifications you need to make based off of those, okay? So for most of you, especially as we get going with 45 seconds, I'd much rather you drop down to your knees and do something close to a full push-up versus staying on your feet and doing like a quarter, maybe an eighth of a push-up, okay, as you get fatigued. All right, guys, so those 4 exercises, get 3 rounds, 45 on, 17 off. Let's get to it. First one up is that crossover step over. Coming up in 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Over. Bring that leg cross. Boom. Here we go. Here we go. You're driving those hips over, snapping them one way, and then snapping them back. So I'm gonna snap them over, then I'm snapping them back towards you. Snapping them towards here, then snapping them back towards you. Oh, here you go. Come on, you got 10 more seconds. Bring it back. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And next up is those 5 prisoner squats to those 10 mountain climbers. Going back and forth. A little bit more break, a little bit more break. So we're going in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, big chest. This one's a tough one for me. 4, and 5. Ground. 10, and back up. There we go. Good, try and pull those elbows apart. Good. Be sure, always check when we're doing these squats, and especially these ones where we're having a bit more of a challenge because of the position. Is our foot in contact with the ground? If you feel like you're coming up on your toes, let's say, you're kind of doing it, and you're kind of doing this position, and you can't sit anymore on your heels, get something to lift your heels. Coming up next, jumping jacks, ace skips. Okay, and I'll show you what that looks like in a second. So we're at 5 here, boom. 5, and then back. Good, we're going back and forth here. Good. So, because we don't want all that pressure on your toes and the balls of your feet, and the big reason is the more pressure you have in the front of your foot, it's going to be working majority the front muscles of your legs. It's going to kind of, most of us are already a bit quad dominant, and this back side doesn't want to turn on as well as the front side does. So if we're kind of doing our squats like this, that means we're already overloading a muscle that's probably already overloaded versus this side's underworked. So that's why I want to be sure that we have that full foot contact on the ground. Next exercise up is those push-up jacks. Push-up jacks, here we go. Here we go. Keep it up. Nicely done. Got 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Back up top to those crossover step overs. And then I'm going to do a prop out to show you what a heel lift could look like. Crossover step overs up in 3 seconds. All right, here we go. Back and forth. No, heart rates are up. Nice. Keep it up, gang. Good job. Become better movers today. Better you move, better your body's gonna feel, better you're gonna perform. Here we go, come on. Here we go, come on. You got 5 seconds. Finish strong. Drive that knee through, come on. Break that glass. Onto those prisoner squats to mountain climbers. So, for this demonstration, I'm using the office DVDs. What you can do, probably something a little bit harder than this, but put it on your heels like so. So when you're doing it, you already see I'm standing up even better. It'll take away some of that ankle immobility, give you more range. So if you're struggling, anytime we're doing squats with keeping your feet on the ground, like forefoot, midfoot, heel, elevate your heels. Let's work on that function, that patterning first, before we kind of take away that prop for you. All right, here we go. Keep it going. You got 15 seconds. And I just talked a whole lot, but hopefully that helps at least someone. 5 seconds. Boom. All right, y'all. Moving on to 5 jumping jacks to the A skips. Jumping jacks, A skips. I want 5 seconds. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And back. Good, those A skips. Be sure, even the jumping jacks as well. Big chest. Keep that chest open. Get a little bounce. And if you can't get the A skip, just march. You can march. Opposite arm, opposite leg coming up. Here we go. 10 seconds. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, on the ground, push-up jacks are next. And you could also do this elevated as well. On a coffee table, push-up, boom, boom, okay? The That's another option that you have. All right, here we go. Good. Whole body lowers and raises at the same time. We don't want discoordinated. Something like this. Okay. Lower and raise at the same time, even from your knees. Here we go. 10 seconds. Three, two, one. All right, y'all. Back up on our feet. Got our last round through. Last round coming up. First exercise up is that crossover, step over. I'm gonna grab a sip. When I turn my fan on, goodness gracious. I think it's like 50 or 60 something right now in Arizona. And I thought, man, it's cold. I don't need the fan on in here. But I forgot y'all make me work hard. And this exercise, this workout today was gonna get spicy. So good thing, turned it on. Whew. Here we go. Bring that knee up and over. Up and over, good. Break that class. Got 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, time. Goodness gracious. All right, y'all. Next one up. 5 prisoner squats into those 10 mountain climbers. You could even, potentially, for an easy option, accessible option, if you have an exercise mat, you use your exercise mat. Roll up. Now, use it as a heel lift. Good, sit back. And offer you those real physicists. You're like, hey, but if I raise my heels, isn't that going to target more of my front side? Answer is yes. But I'd rather you do that and put a bit more pressure on your heels and your backside versus if you cannot do a squat without coming up on your toes, then this is better. It's not perfect, but it's better. All right, moving on to jumping jacks with those A skips, 5 and 5. All right, let's do it. Go. And we're back. Nice. Great job, y'all. Getting our work in today. Keep it going. Whew. Come on, y'all. You got 15 seconds left. Keep fighting. Keep pushing. Three, 2, 1, time. Awesome. Last exercise we got before we got the little halftime break. Push-up jacks. Got some push-up jacks next. How about 5 seconds? Ooh. There you go. Nicely done. Woo. Feel my knees today, guys. Woo. This is hard. $15 seconds. Come on. Keep fighting. What position you're doing. Just keep going. Do what you can. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Fantastic. You all get a nice golf clap. All right, grab a drink. If you're with someone, give them a high five. Tell them you're killing it. I'm gonna grab a drink. I'm gonna give you a high five. All right. When we begin, all right, let's get to the second half. All right, here we got some fun. We got some fun going on. What is fun? I don't know, we'll find out. First exercise we got. So same thing for our size, same timing as the first block. First exercise we got was we're going to a reverse lunge with the knee drive, and then I'm alternating sides. Reverse lunge, knee drive, and then reversing sides. Okay, so I'm just gonna go back and forth with that tempo. You can just slow it down to make it a little bit easier. So you can go reverse lunge, bring that knee up, set it down, and then go the other side. Second exercise we have, which is kind of similar to something we did in the warm-up. Okay? Maybe some of that stuff is starting to connect with you. Why we do it in the warm-up is we're activating those muscles, we're activating your mind to kind of be familiar with that movement pattern. So when we get into it, it's a bit more familiar. Who knew? It's a deep squat. So you're gonna go deep squat, okay? That hamstring, back that deep squat, hand walk out, hand walk back in, deep squat, hamstring, and then go back and forth, okay? Just gonna go back and forth between those three things. Deep squat, hamstring, hand walk. Third exercise we're getting into is we're gonna do a pillar bridge. So this flavor of the day is we're gonna do that contralateral reach. Once again, if anytime we do a pillar bridge, you do not need to do the tensified version. You can always just do regular pillar bridge, or you can do pillar bridge from your knees. So I'm kind of working my way up, pillar bridge from my knees, coming like so, regular on my feet, and the advanced version today is we're reaching opposite toes, opposite hands, trying to see how far can I get my fingertips, my opposite hand, away from my toes, back center, and then back. The caveat is as I'm doing that, I don't want my hips to rotate at all. I want them to stay very steady. Fourth and final one, I don't know, this is kind of one I find a little bit fun. So maybe you do too, maybe you don't, is we're going to lateral bound. So I'm going over, 1, 2, 3, boom, 1, 2, 3, boom, 1, 2, 3, boom, 1, 2, 3. And then the height and kind of the cadence of that, you can kind of change. So let's say you're like, I'm not feeling that. You just go. Versus if you're someone who's like, I don't know if Arun's on this call today, but you want to go boom, then feel free to do so, okay? So as you guys moderate that. But it is time, so let's get to it. 10 seconds. All right, y'all. First one up is that reverse lunge. First lunge, knee drive, opposite side. There we go. Up, down. Good, so I'm going just above before my knee touches the ground. Stepping back. Nicely done. Let's go. We got 10 seconds left. Keep breathing. Keep controlling it, especially as you get fatigued. And moving on to that deep squat, to that hamstring stretch. Back down to deep squat, hand walk out, hand walk back, and then repeat. Got 5 more seconds. Shirt. All right, here we go. Deep squat, hamstring up, butt back down, back that deep squat, walking my hands out, all the way, coming back. If you are feeling like you still want to do some more push-ups, when you get to that plank position, feel free to throw a push-up in there. And then walk yourself down. Good. Great job, guys. Got about 10 seconds left. All right, heading into that pillar bridge. If you want to add that contralateral reach, so opposite leg, opposite fingertips, feel free to do so. And but as we're kind of reaching, putting ourselves all balanced, still point your hip bones. Imagine they have headlights. Point those headlights towards the ground. "20 seconds. Great job. 10. 2, 1. All right, now we're at that lateral bound with those 3 points of contact, and we're going back and forth. Alrighty, coming up in 5 seconds. Here we go. Back and forth. There we go. Find that rhythm. Find that pace. Once again, we can do it smaller too. Doesn't have to be a big. You know, you can try to do it really quick. That's a better option for you. If you kind of get a little bit that bounded, push off that outside leg, push that big toe into the ground. Nicely done. Come on, 10 seconds. Doing great. Come on, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Woo! That is round 1 done. Back up top. Reverse lunge with that knee drive. Alrighty, let's go. Run. Nice control on that back leg. Control on that torso as I step back. Try to stay tall. You want to see any big hip drips in or out. Try to keep that very stable and neutral. There we go, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, y'all. Moving on to that deep squat with the hamstring stretch. Back to those hand walks. Whew. All right, y'all. Come up in 3 seconds. Deep squat. Hamstring. So I'm doing hamstring, push my butt up towards the ceiling, chest towards the floor. Nice and down, got 13 seconds. Three, 2, 1. All right, stay on the ground near the ground. Head into that pillar bridge next. Pillar bridge is next. Optional is adding that contralateral reach. 2, 1. Here we go. Stay strong, y'all. Great job. Let's go, 15 seconds, stay strong. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back up on our feet, lateral bound with those 3 points of contact. Great job, y'all. Keep it up. Almost there. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Come on, keep it up. 30 seconds. Try to be, especially as you get tired, to be deliberate with those 3 points. So I'm going over 1, 2, 3 versus. Okay, be deliberate as you're getting tired. So as I'm going, trying to make sure my feet are stepping underneath me, not outside, not really narrow, getting that good base of support. Okay? Awesome. Last round up. Last one coming up. First exercise is that little reverse lunge to that knee drive, alternating sides. Let's do it. Nice. Great. 20 seconds. Good. Control it. Control it as we're getting fatigued. Great. Great focus. We got 7 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right. Last time through this one. Deep squat. Hamstring stretch. Back down deep squat. And walks out and back. Whew. Coming up in 3 seconds. Out. Good. Great job, guys. Halfway. Great job. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. All right, guys. Pillar bridge with the optional contralateral reach. All right, in 3 seconds. Keep it up, guys. We're almost there. Good, keep those hips down, keep them level. Don't let things to the floor, but don't want them to drop as I'm reaching with my hand and leg. Halfway. $15 seconds. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, y'all. Head into the last one for today. Is that lateral bound, those 3 points of contact. 5 seconds. Here we go. Here we go. There we go, come on. 30 seconds. Job, keep breathing. Keep moving. 15. Come on. Focus on through. Deliberate steps. 1, 2, 3. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Alrighty. Great job. Nice work. Here you go. Next. All right. Let's wind it down a little bit. Let's get our heart rate back down at least a little bit till the rest of the day. Awesome job. First one you guys do. Legs a little bit outside shoulder width. Deep breath in. Exhale. Towards the floor. Again, inhale towards ceiling. Exhale towards the floor. Back up, deep breath in, hands up. Now on the exhale, right hand to left foot. Repeat, same side. Inhale. Exhale. Opposite side, so inhale, left hand, right foot. Same thing. All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me today. You guys did an awesome job. Hopefully you guys enjoyed Coach Campy last week, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. Great job.